Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to your video review for Coming to America, starring Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall. As always, I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the furry. To start off with the furry, not really a whole lot. It's mostly set in New York. There's a little bit of like cameo stuff, kind of, not really. There's not really a whole lot of animal stuff. So, this movie is about Eddie Murphy is a prince who lives in Africa, in Zamunda, a made-up country, obviously. And he's just so rich that he has people like bathe him daily and like throw water or throw flower petals as he walks around. And he wants to experience life without the royaltiness as all rich people eventually do. I assume. So his father is Mufasa, which I think is kind of funny. So his father's like, yeah, okay, go to America. And so Eddie Murphy goes to America with his friend, trainer, servanty, like companion. I don't know what to call him, but Arsenio Hall. He goes with Arsenio Hall. And he doesn't want to go. So Eddie Murphy doesn't want to be as part of arranged marriage, so he goes to America to try and find his bride. His father thinks he's going to sow his royal oats. But Eddie Murphy is trying to go find a bride. So he ends up in New York and wants to live as a poor person does, and wants to work as a poor person, so he picks up a job as a janitor, sees some chick, falls in love with her, and tries to win her over without letting her know that he's a rich person. That's the premise of the movie. And yeah, I liked it. It was funny. I don't remember how long ago I saw it originally. Many years ago, I guess, but I didn't remember it really all that well. So, this was almost a fresh watch for me, even though, kind of the premise, which I've just explained, has been kind of known by, just pop culture or whatever. But, yeah, Arsenio Hall, I think, is really funny, underappreciated in this movie. Eddie Murphy this was like peak Eddie Murphy time frame. I want to say this was like right around when like Beverly Hills Cop and Trading Places and all that jazz was out. So he was really funny. What I will say is that and maybe it's like, from present tense, looking at things in past and judging them accordingly or whatever, but I didn't really care for the female that he was interested in, only because, like, for example, in this is one of the earlier scenes that she's in, like her current guy that wants to be her boyfriend, or is her boyfriend, that, anyhow. So Eddie Murphy is a janitor, and this guy is going over to his car. I think it's a sports car, and she's about to get in, and he's like, hey man, take care of this for me. And he tosses his like completely full milkshake at Eddie Murphy, the janitor, who, it's a full milkshake. You're not going to catch that thing and not have it go everywhere. So it hits him and like splooshes all over him. And then the girl that he is interested in gets in the car with her clearly an asshole boyfriend and drives off. Like, I don't know about you, but if I would not be super interested in a person who let their significant other be that much of a jerk to some random person for no reason. So I didn't really care for her. I don't think that, and again, maybe this is just looking to the past with the things and how they were different, but it didn't really ring true that she would be the one that he was super interested in. Because she just didn't give off the vibe that I think that they were wanting her to give off, which was like, hey, she's not interested in money, and she's somebody who's interested in you as a person, but she's going to let her boyfriend throw a milkshake at a janitor who she doesn't have negative feeling towards. Okay. So, yeah. But otherwise, it's a pretty classic comedy from the 80s. There's some situational humor. There's Eddie Murphy in various makeup outfits pretending to be other characters. Arsenio Hall gets in on that too, which is kind of fun. But yeah, I mean, if you liked Trading Places and kind of the peak Eddie Murphy, I mean, if you've seen a few Eddie Murphy, a peak Eddie Murphy, you kind of know what I'm talking about, and you get more of that with this one. So it's a fun time, and I'm glad that they went with the R rating. They had it right off the bat with some titties out as he's waking up and in the bath or whatever, like, cool. And then, they really leaned into it with some F-bombs that were in a funny way. So I think that it was good that they went with the R rating, because this is the type of comedy that lends itself more towards that. But yeah, so I would say with this one, to watch it, you're probably gonna have a good time. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time if you like any sort of comedy. But yeah, that's all I have for this one. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye.